This is Skate, the return of Skate. We're here on PlayStation 5, specifically we're here on the PlayStation 5 Pro, checking out the new free-to-play Skate experience from EA. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. So it's been a long time since Skate has been available. It's actually quite interesting because this game sort of opens up with asking you, hey, have you played, Skate 3? Do you want to play with more of a traditional control scheme or the new streamlined control scheme? And, yeah, it's quite interesting. It also asks if you're, familiar with skateboarding culture, and then you kind of go off and you do, a little bit of a tutorial thing, and then you go out into the open world and experience play with others. Is that like a Grim Reaper outfit? That is, quite something. Anyways, yeah, so it's the brand new generation of Skate, which is quite intriguing. They've gone for a slightly realistic looking environment, and then a little bit of a cartoon-esque styling for the characters. I'm sure with this being free to play, there'll be like 4 billion different, things that you can grab over time, and it's quite interesting to see, a modern take on Skate. This is not the start I was hoping for. A good thing it's optional too. Oh, ollie the rail. Okay, I'll do that. And hopefully not fall while I'm trying to talk here and stuff. Anyways, yeah, no, it's nice to have Skate return. It's been a very, very long time. If you've been on PlayStation, you literally have had no access to Skate for a couple generations, I guess now. Yeah, it was what, PS3? You can still have them on the Xbox if you're on there, since the backwards compatibility is a thing. But, yeah, you haven't been able to play Skate for a long time, and it's weird because people obviously love, skateboarding, and they enjoy playing it, so it's just bizarre that we've seen a couple things, Tony Hawk came back, and seen some other little indie games, but, Skate's just been kind of sitting there from EA, and it's like, oh, I think they've been kind of missing out by not doing a sequel, so anyways, it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Essentially what they've done is they've taken the concept of Skate's multiplayer and kind of, I guess you would say, blown it out to a degree, and just made it like a big sort of Skate MMO of sorts, where you're just kind of in this big collective city interacting with others and skateboarding and taking in the sights and doing missions and exploring and setting up tricks and doing film stuff, and a dynamic, ever-evolving city of San Vansterdam. A city with a new lease on life with a skate scene. No 2 days are the same. Go through the parks, the places, everything's ready for skateboarding, and for a little bit of natural realism too. Yeah. You can always shop on your phone or check out the skate shop. Oh, they gotta go. It's like a mobile game where you gotta go and check out the microtransaction store. Wow, okay. Product bat. Yeah, no, it's literally like a mobile game. Is that a loot box? I got a shirt. Yay. Sure, I'll put on this shirt. Right, okay. So loot boxes are back. Okay. Cool. There's the skate store, the Grim Reaper bundle, the Vans bundle. Oh yeah, this is... Yeah, I can be a meat? Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't care about this stuff. I want to go look at that. I can be a piece of meat. Right on. Well, anyways, so that's skateboarding in the modern era, I guess. But yeah, you get this kind of big city to go and do stuff. Honestly, I thought it would be larger, which is kind of funny. Perfect. I've got more challenges to show you. Yeah, but V, I just kind of want to skateboard around, and I want you to leave me alone. Could you do that for me, dear? All missions complete. Well, how am I supposed to pick a new mission to do if all missions are complete, V? Huh? Ugh. Look at that. I'm so tricky. It's free to rock around. It's tricky. Now that's SSX. What the? What was that? Is nobody gonna check on me to make sure I'm okay? Anyways, so the game, yeah, it doesn't really seem to be PS5 Pro enhanced at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. So we're just kind of inheriting PS5 settings. I mean, I guess it is sort of a game preview title. So it's like, you know, it's work in progress. Just like me, I'm work in progress. So anyways, it's a 4K output, which is not surprising because that's what we're, you know, kind of dealing with here. And the internals, it seems like it kind of maxes out at around 1300p-ish. And you're just kind of getting a fuller bounds because, like, it's going to be an internal dynamic, and it's, yeah, you're kind of getting the upper bounds because you have the Pro, and it's just going to, like, you know, extra a little bit output. But I would like to see a proper PS5 Pro enhancement. So it's basically like a 4K resolution, you know, quote unquote, and internally like 1300p, 60 FPS. There's noted ray tracing, which appears to be our illumination, but yeah, that's kind of interesting. Anyways, it runs smooth, looks fine, looks nice, and it's the world of Skate, right? Oh! It's back and ready to go, and you just kind of get to like interact with others, which is kind of nice. There's also some other settings too that you can enjoy. You go in, you press the square, you go to settings. There's some general settings you can adjust because the game does have, like, you know, pedestrians, traffic. There's cross-play, spectating, and graphics is pretty simple. It's just like your brightness and your like depth of field and motion blur. But there's also gameplay settings. So gameplay, these are your controller settings for preferences. But what you probably want is the camera settings, so you can adjust like the FOV. Yeah, I'm gonna get up before I do this. Sorry, you can actually like see it in the preview thing, but because I've followed like a fool, you can't really see that. So we go here and we go to settings, and then we go to gameplay, camera. You can adjust the FOV, be like wider or more in, and then there's also some other camera settings, but you also have FOV here too, but you don't really get to see that one. But yeah. And then there's some advanced camera settings too for your body and stuff like that. But pretty straightforward, honestly.
And how to own them. A spot is any place you see with the potential for a sick trick to go to.
I don't know why you keep trying to tutorialize me. I just want to get out here and skate. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, machine. Oh, and there's HDR support too. Yeah, there's HDR support. Which is, you know, kind of exciting and stuff like that, I guess. But yeah, no, streamline controls seem to be pretty decent. It's easy going, you know, not too hard. It's just sort of an evolution on the skill stick from NHL 07. Continuing to get involved in the skateboarding game, which is kind of funny. I know it goes way back. But honestly, the game looks pretty nice. It sort of plays this interesting middle ground visually between something that looks sort of cartoonish, but also being like realistic and mature. At the same time, I think it does lose a little bit of, like, Skate was kind of real looking. If that makes sense. Like, at the time, it was more of a... I'd like to say it was more of a straightforward, like, serious simulator. So they sort of evolved it with a... like, a middle ground between being like, oh, we're fun and silly of the modern era, and... you know, we're still wanting to be serious like we used to be, and... I don't know, whether or not you're going to be into that vibe is going to change from person to person, but I think the core gameplay mechanics are pretty Skate-esque. They definitely feel like Skate, and I think people will be happy about that, at least so far.
Equipped with an AR program to get rid of distractions, like other skaters and random objects. Whoa, that's cooler than I expected. Thanks.
And it's all an online world too, so like in theory, if there's any connection issues and stuff like that, you're gonna be, yeah, you're just gonna kind of be stuck with that. So just, you know, beware of that, because there might be some connection issues. But it does seem to be largely working quite well.
Sometimes you need to spin to win. Spinning midair is a great way to juice up your score. But let's practice on solid ground first. Functional kick turn.
Okay.
Now, hit that session mark. Now, try to spin in the air.
I can't handle the spin in the air. I guess this tutorial thing is good for showing off some different moves too, but I'd rather just be like floating around showing you all this off. Let me go, V.
There's a gap, you know. The local skate crew in Hedgemont would probably be stoked.
Oh, and you can like climb really intensely in this one, which is weird.
They love the hedge.
They love the hedge. That's kind of weird. I mean, at least she's not grading, but she's just kind of an annoying tutorial thing. It's like, I want to be free to skateboard for all to see. But anyways, yeah, no, it's kind of fascinating because it's like this big playground of, you know, stuff, and then there's all these people going around doing their own thing. And I'm sure once all that customization and stuff starts kicking off, you're gonna see all kinds of like weird, you know, skateboarding designs and yeah. So should I tap and hold a starting point? Okay, here we go. Let's do this. A flip trick. Is that good? I guess that was spectacular. I shred with the best of them.
That spot is verified, owned.
I don't know, I think like 4 billion people will do that today. I don't know, there's like a big open world to visit, and there seems to be a lot of things, like it does seem to be running fine, and... Unlock shorts? Oh yeah, that's my style. I don't want a safety helmet on though.
Your efforts in the line and...
You want me to go back to the microtransaction store? Twice in one tutorial? Wow, even the mobile games don't do that.
Is an important part of the RIP initiative. The more things you do in each neighborhood...
V almost sounds like ashamed to keep sending me back to the microtransaction store. Like a little bit of guilt in that voice.
Thanks for amping the local skate scene.
Come, spend money. We get you in for free. Buy in our shop. It really is. It's like cartoony version of skate, isn't it? I can have some loafer shoes on. Okay, that's great.
Your rep in... Speaking of tours, if you're interested in learning, remember, complete RIP activities and use those...
Blah, 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 blah. I think I'm free to go and do whatever. I choose to slam my body against the ground like that. I mean, it definitely looks nice. And it's like a proper like skateboarding city, eh? Lots of stuff for you to kind of interact with and skateboard off of. Is the city just like totally okay with us all skateboarding around? I seem to recall that being like a little bit of a thing in the other skateboarding games, was kind of like the city wasn't like huge about it. Ah, cool, hot dog stand.
Food carts are both nutritious and skate-delicious.
Skate-delicious. Can I get like a hot dog? Let's see, a hot dog. $1.75 for a hot dog? You get a double dog for $3.25. That's like as cheap as a Costco hot dog. Where is this world? Where do you get hot dogs that cheap? You know how expensive hot dogs are here these days? They're like $10. Hot dogs are like $10 now. They used to be cheap and affordable food I could buy anywhere. Most hot dogs were like $4 or $5 growing up, and it's like $10 for a hot dog. $2 here? It must be like mini dogs. It must be like a dog slider. This is a fantasy kind of world I want to live in. Microtransaction to the hilt, but food's affordable. This really is a fantasy world. Anyways. $1.75 for a hot dog. Oh, wow. I wish. So what exactly should I do? I guess I just have, like, the freedom to skate. And, like, this is gonna evolve over time, too, right? Because, like, they're launching it. I don't know. It feels like they should just release it, but maybe that's just in case there's, like, you know, like, not enough content out to sort of, you know, justify a full release or something. I don't know. Like, this feels pretty polished in that it's mostly, maybe it's just, like, a lack of activities in that they want to add before being, like, a full release, and maybe to get more feedback before they're, like, fully out. I don't know. It's just kind of weird in the modern era where it's, like, stuff that feels like a full release isn't considered just, like, a full release. It's just kind of bizarre. But yeah, this is a nice city. Like, it's really dense. It feels like a real place. I mean, it's kind of a lacking in people city, but, you know, there's all these skateboarders going around. Not room for regular people to live in a city where there's, you know, folks just skateboarding everywhere. It almost feels like a bit of a tech demo where it's sort of just like empty place you kind of go around. There's not even anything playing at the movie theaters. Wow. You should be playing Sky Captain, the movie. The video game. Based on the book. I got like a food truck thing going on here. $7.99 combo? The Bratty Splatty.
Does that food trailer smell good?
A combo? For $8? At a food truck?
Approach to testing pedestrians' reflexes.
In this economy? This game is so unrealistic. I can't get over these food prices. These food prices are like they're from 2007. A combo? At a food truck for $8. In my dreams.
You're straight up
The only combo you get is like a slider, a small pop, and like a little tiny sad bit of fries. Oh cool, the church is a place to shred. It's actually pretty awesome looking, especially with the, what would you call that? I'm trying to think what the name is for the glass. Oh, I should know the name of that. I do know the name of it, but I can't think of what it's... Stained glass? Yeah, it's got like a specific name for when they do the coloring like that. It's like a mosaic thing. It's beautiful. This is pretty cool. I think I'd probably get like a bit lacking in direction for stuff, but I think that's because I'm not going and doing like a quest or something, right? Tour bus stop. So it wants me to go to the skate shop in order to like do more stuff, or I have fast traveled back to the microtransaction store, the heart of all of our activities. Okay. I guess I'll go over there. It looks like something to do. Surprised there's not just like tons of dotted up stuff for me to like go in and like do for missions or anything like that.
Want a little hardcore plaza trivia?
Not really.
The first ever shop demo was held here many years ago. They brought in cars to jump over and everything. Real old school, mall parking lot kind of vibe.
That's exciting. Well, that's definitely not a ray trace reflection.
Inquiring eyes want to know.
Land sharks? I'm more into like Shark Dog. Season tickets now available. Are they like a skateboarding crew? Because it feels like the city's just overrun with skateboarders.
You have to love eco-friendly wooden barriers.
Eco-friendly wood barriers. Why? Who's eco-friendly? What is an eco-friendly wood barrier? What is a not eco-friendly wood barrier? I guess like a stained wood thing or something? Like what? Eco-friendly wood barrier? What a weird thing to say. What a genuinely weird, like, why? I thought this was gonna be like a place where I could get like a quest or something.
The Dax are thankful that the first person that yelled do a kickflip didn't ask for a heel flip. The Daz doesn't sound as cool as the Dax.
Thank you for giving me random facts while I just meander skateboarding around. Anyways, I guess that's kind of skate, so that's exciting. Maybe EA can throw us a bone and bring back SSX at some point? That would be kind of cool.